Hi guys, so I'm doing a tutorial today on how to thread your machine, and I have a Brother SQ9185 as you can see there, and it's just a basic sewing machine. It is computerized, but it is threaded just like any other basic sewing machine. So you start up top here, you put your bobbin, or your thread in. Make sure that it's secure with your piece on the end here so that your thread isn't moving up and down as you're sewing. And then you're going to take your thread. I'm going to stand up here so you guys can see. There's this metal piece here, and there you see there's a loop through there. So you want to get your, let me grab my thread. You want to get your thread, hopefully it focuses, through there. And I'm doing this one-handed, so hopefully I can keep my camera. There we go. So my thread is in, you see when I move it, it's in the little hole or the loop there, and then you're going to bring it under this plastic piece here. And now you're going to follow the diagrams on your machine and the numbers. So here it's showing you to loop it around here. And then I'm going to sit down. So that is step 1. And then here it shows you step 2, you're going to go on this side and go down. So you go to the right. Sorry, I'm moving my camera a lot. I'm holding it because my stand doesn't sit right with how I need to show you. So sorry about that. So then you go down, step 2. Step 3 shows you that you loop it around here and go back up. So you just loop it around there. And then step 4, up here on top, if I can get it to focus, shows you that you go in here, and you can see there's a metal piece there. So what you want to do is you want to get it looped. So how I do this is you want to, well, now I can unloop it. You go to the right side, kind of hug the wall, go all the way back over, and then hug this wall and keep it on. See, I'm keeping it tight to the machine, and it loops pretty nicely there. The other way you can do it is there's a knob on the side of your machine that moves your needle up and down. And that metal piece in there is what moves your needle up and down. It'll move when you move that knob. So if you can't catch it right away, try moving your needle down and then back up as your thread is in there and see if it'll catch. But I usually have it hugged to the machine, and it works pretty good for me. So then you're going to follow, that was step 4, down to step 5. So it shows you to go down. I'm going to see if I can set you down without shutting off the video so that I can use both hands for this. Okay, hopefully I don't bump you. Just a minute. Sorry, I have kids. So you're going to see this, hopefully it focuses for you, but this metal piece here, it's a real thin metal piece, and you're going to push it behind there. So what I usually do is grab the top and then grab the bottom and just kind of hold it in there until it goes. But it doesn't always go right away. Of course, it wants to be difficult. Come on. There we go. So it'll be behind that middle piece. So you can see that it's in there. And then I have a self-threading machine. So it takes sometimes a couple times to catch it. So that's what this little piece is here. So what you do, if you have one of these, it's really nice. It threads the needle for you. But mine takes a couple times sometimes. So you're going to, sorry, my finger's in the way, but I need to, so you're going to loop it on there and pull this lever down. So you can see that the thread is around that metal piece, and you pull this lever down, it's now to the side here. And you're going to put your thread in between these two little metal teeth down here where the needle is sitting. And you're just going to let it go, but it takes a couple times sometimes. It's a lot faster than actually threading your needle yourself, even if it takes you a few times. Sometimes I can get it to go right away, and sometimes I cannot. So you have to be patient with it. And of course it's not going to. Sometimes if your needle is up too high, it won't do it. My needle actually I think is down too low. That might be why it's not catching. Hold on a second. I moved my needle back because I moved my needle when I was showing you. Now it's caught up here. Hold on. There we go. So you loop it. Nope, it still won't go. I need my thread out of the way here. I had a really long piece. Alright, so there it goes. So then you'll see back here there's a tail. So you just pull it through. And I have a super long piece of thread. So let me cut that down so it doesn't take forever to pull it through. Okay, so see how that's much faster and less frustrating than threading your own needle. Okay, so lift your foot up here, and then there's a little slit right here between the plastic and the metal that you'll push the thread through, and then you're done with that. So then the bobbin sits in here, and I'm going to take, mine has a little thing that pops it out here, the plastic lid. So you take that off. I've already got my thread wound, and I'm going to pick you up to show you inside the cavity here. Okay, so this also has a diagram, and it shows you what way your thread needs to face. So in this case, I need my tail of my thread to be facing this way. So not this way. This is where they say, hold on, let me see if I can show you. This is where they say the thread now, well, my thread doesn't. So that looks like a Q. You want it to look like a P, if that makes sense. So like the tail is like this. So it's like a P, not like a Q, okay? So that's how they explain it in the sewing world. So you just set that in there like that. And then you take the thread, you want to leave the tail end out. And so you see the arrow guiding you to go up and around, and then this metal piece will cut it. So let me do that real quick. See if I can do it one-handed. Maybe I'll do it left-handed. So you just slide it around, make sure it's in there, and then pull it off, and it cuts it for you. So now it's in the machine. Pop this back on, put your foot down. Make sure that your tail of your string back here is under the foot. And then my machine has this button here. I just push this button, it goes down, and then I push the button to let it come back up. Pull your foot up, and that should catch the string underneath. So what you can do is you take your thread that was up here and pull it. So I'm going to show you as I pull it. I'm pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. And it brings the tail of the bobbin out. And you just pull that. Stop. Sorry. So now you have both of your threads out and you're ready to sew. So if you have any questions or if that was kind of confusing, just please let me know. I'll try to explain the best I can in the comments. And then I will do another video on how to wind your bobbin. It's super easy. It's much easier than this. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys.